Today's horoscope, Aquarius September 24th, 2024. Discover your future with my daily horoscope for you about love, work, health, money and compatibility with other signs. The Sun has just begun its transit of your sector of spirit and adventure, which ends a rather introspective solar cycle. This is a more outgoing phase that runs until October 22nd. In the weeks ahead, your spirit for discovery or exploration is strong, bringing a feeling of freedom and excitement. The search for experiences beyond the ordinary becomes a bigger priority in your life. This cycle brings your needs for life experience, learning, and excitement to the fore. Anything that expands your understanding of the world around you appeals greatly now. It's an excellent cycle in which to lift yourself above your usual routines, even in little ways, so that you can better consider the bigger picture. Today, you can be very focused on observing and investigating, but it's also a time for a positive and hopeful sense of the future. You could notice the worst parts of your personality or your partner's rearing their ugly head today. This is because sweet Venus, our goddess planet of romance and pleasure, will clash sharply with powerhouse Pluto, the most intense of the planets. This will bring fury, vengeance, and tension out in relationships where it has been lurking beneath the shadows. Don't get sucked into any nefarious or secretive dramas or affairs. Stand in the vibrancy of your integrity. Believe in love. Know this will fade in the rearview mirror soon enough. See where a passion project may lead. There is something that fulfills you in your work life. You have a chance to see where this could lead when the Moon in Gemini conjuncts Jupiter in Gemini and squares Saturn retrograde in Pisces. A passion project, idea, or talent could go a long way. It might become a financial avenue or even your following career path. However, you should make sure that you are being appropriately compensated for whatever work you are doing. You can love what you do and still be paid to do it. You tend to experience everything on an emotional level. Today, be receptive to the celestial atmosphere by reflecting upon how your emotions influence your health. This knowledge will help direct you in terms of diet and exercise. And it is really not that difficult. If you make the daily intake of fresh produce a goal, go to bed well before midnight, and exercise regularly, you will not only secure your good looks but also feel more emotionally balanced. The vibrations of the day are speaking about starting up a long-term activity by setting up a project. You have a great need for independence, and your autonomous nature will be encouraging you to trace a path without the help of your family and friends. Your taste for taking personal initiative means the days to come will be positive. Indeed, the period could rapidly turn out to be very promising in your sentimental life, even if you come up against some difficulties from time to time. Having the Moon in a playful and creative part of your chart today may emphasize the fun, imaginative, and adventurous aspects of life. Meanwhile, the Sun's recent return to an adventurous area just before Venus departs will sustain the spirit of adventure while maintaining her partnership with Jupiter in a playful and creative zone. However, there will be competition as Venus moves into your career sector to collaborate with planets influencing income and job opportunities. Having the Moon in your romantic sector as Venus, the planet of love, leaves an adventurous part of your chart as a chance to squeeze as much out of the final hours of her mission to bring the spirit of romance and adventure together as possible. With Jupiter staying on in your romantic sector and the Sun returning to an adventurous part of your chart just before Venus leaves, what she began they can continue. Daily Planetary Overview. Today's energy presents a unique opportunity for growth and positivity, even if the initial vibe feels a bit tense. With the Moon in curious Gemini squaring off with Saturn retrograde in intuitive Pisces and later aligning with expansive Jupiter in Gemini, the cosmic atmosphere may seem a bit challenging at first. You might notice an emotional heaviness or feel somewhat restricted, making it hard to maintain your usual optimism. It's almost as if something is holding you back from fully embracing the positive energy around you. But here's the thing, this is the perfect moment to seek out the silver lining. On the health front, things are looking positive. You're likely to feel physically well, with your thoughtfulness and self-control helping to keep you balanced. However, just like in social interactions, it's essential not to overdo things. Enjoy yourself, but keep everything in check. Have you ever noticed how, when you maintain moderation, you feel better overall? Whether it's in eating, drinking, or simply how much energy you're expending, today's cosmic reminder is to keep things balanced. Overindulgence might seem tempting, but moderation is the secret to long-term well-being. Now, let's dive a little deeper into the significant cosmic shifts happening today. The Sun is moving into Libra, the sign of balance, while Venus, the planet of love and desire, enters intense Scorpio. These shifts signal a powerful transformation, especially when it comes to relationships. Libra's season brings an emphasis on fairness, equality, and harmony in all aspects of life. It's a wonderful time to reflect on how balanced your relationships are. Have you been giving too much in certain areas and not receiving enough in return? Or perhaps you're realizing that you need to open yourself up to receive more love and support. Libra energy is all about seeking fairness and mutual respect, making this a perfect time to restore balance in your interactions. Whether it's in friendships, romantic partnerships, or even at work, consider how the give and take dynamic plays out for you. What does balance look like in your life right now? Are there areas where you feel like you're carrying more than your share of the weight? Or maybe there are relationships that could benefit from a little more attention and care. Feel free to share your thoughts in the comments. Sometimes simply talking it out can help bring clarity to these situations. And then there's Venus in Scorpio, which brings a whole different vibe. Scorpio energy is deep, transformative, and incredibly passionate. This isn't about surface-level connections anymore, it's about getting to the core of what matters in your relationships. If you've been yearning for more emotional depth or craving a more meaningful connection with someone special, this could be the start of a profoundly romantic and transformative period. However, there's a caveat. With Scorpio's intensity comes the desire for control, and that can sometimes lead to emotional entanglements or power struggles. The key here is to focus on building intimacy, not control. Have you ever noticed how much deeper your connections become when you're vulnerable and open, rather than trying to control the outcome? At the same time, there's a gentle reminder to watch out for overindulgence. Whether it's in socializing, food, drink, or spending, today's energy may tempt you to go a bit overboard. It's so easy to get caught up in the moment, but it's important to remember that moderation is key to maintaining balance. Have you ever overindulged in something, maybe a shopping spree or a night out €1, only to regret it later? We've all been there, and today's energy encourages you to enjoy life, but with a sense of balance and self-care. Overextending yourself, whether physically, emotionally, or financially, can take a toll over time. What's one area of your life where you could use a little more moderation? As these cosmic shifts unfold, remember that they're here to guide you toward greater balance, deeper connections, and a more fulfilling life. Trust the process, be mindful of your energy, and take things one step at a time. What are you focusing on today? Where are you feeling called to make adjustments or find more balance? Let's keep the conversation going. Share your experiences in the comments, and let's support each other as we navigate these energies together.